Welcome to Bout Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Hawaii head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Rebels headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Inside, it's Barfield. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wide open downfield. Free up the gut. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawaii. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bringing it back. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to try to return this one. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Complete to the right. Turning it on. 30. At the 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he makes the extra point. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
Snags it, and he's open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Running inside. It's Barfield. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Hawaii. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed.
Breaks into the open, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Firing to the right, complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Runs through the tackle. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some...
There's a crease. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rebels! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Barfield. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of the stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to him on the ground. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He slides that just inside the right upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.
Number 98, set to kick it away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rebels offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the...
Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Puts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On second and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
That's caught. It's Barfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punted away on fourth down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Hawaii! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to...
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Step.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. Can't get him to the ground. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, it's Lacey. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last
play. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the beatdown has ensued. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. With the catch, it's Haas. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Trying to beat the D deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing.
And it's picked off at the goal line. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. The give to the back. And they swarm him under.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defense.
Oh, the fake! They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the intercept.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 50. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
On the strength. Tackles made at the 44-yard line. And that's good enough.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Sends it downfield. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it.
Caught, and he's got room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And the punishment has been extended. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. The pressure gets to him. Down he goes, and that is just what the doctor ordered. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Alexander.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive.
Turning it on!
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And what an unbelievable job protecting the quarterback. He's got so much time to go through his progressions. And when you're a receiver, you got to understand that first route might not be open. Now I got to adjust. He adjusts really well. He finds the receiver for the big play, and they get 6 points for it.
They'll line up to go for 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. Final play of the game, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day,